Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, of course we are still out of pockets. We're not back to the home office, but I've got a banging video for you tonight, and this is a good one to share because I think this one puts together a few pieces that are really, really important. Now, if you've been with me for 5 or 6 months, you know we started out this year with a lot of videos around, are the Democrats signaling weakness on gun control? Are they just posturing? What's going on with that? Because at the time, it did not look incredibly positive for the gun movement, right? Now, 6 months has elapsed and a lot has changed. We've cut a video every single night on this channel, sometimes 2 in one day. But now, the ball is shifting so far against the left, you're starting to see far left icons, the heads of their party in their individual areas and regions of the United States, really broadcasting and showing fear. And they have a good reason to do so, especially around gun control. Now, everything is linked in the description box below. Let's dive right into it because I got some really good stuff for you. So the 2 areas we're going to hit on first, we're going to hit on California, but we're also going to hit on New York. Just to whet y'all's appetite and remind you of what happened when the Supreme Court picked up the pistol case, the concealed carry case from New York. This was about back in, I think it was a month ago. This is what he said.
Fear a step in the wrong direction. I mean, we are here fighting gun violence. We need to turn the corner in 2021 by working with communities to really turn things around. And what do we have in the middle of that? The Supreme Court's going to consider making it easier for people to walk around with a gun? I mean, that's just backwards and dangerous. So I heard that news and my heart sank.
All right, he heard that news and his heart sank. Now, you recall, we did that video here a month or 2 ago, same content. Now, that's an important piece. That's New York. That's when the Supreme Court got involved. But now, let's bounce over to California with Newsom and the Attorney General, and look what they're doing about the California ban that just got overturned in the district level. So, first quote I've got for you, this is the article title. Newsom bashes federal judge as wholly owned subsidiary of the gun lobby. So he's going on the offense, okay? Now let's continue on in this article. U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez spurred outrage among California leaders in a Friday decision equating AR-15s to Swiss Army knives and asserting coronavirus vaccines had killed more Californians than mass shootings. Newsom and State Attorney General Rob Bonta condemned these comments as well as both inaccurate and offensive to gun violence victims and vowed an appeal. Now, it's important to see what that actually said, because you'll notice it did not say AR-15s are weapons of war. AR-15s should not be allowed on the streets. This is constitutional and we're pushing it to the court. That's not what they said. What they said was, condemn these comments as both inaccurate and offensive to gun violence victims and vow to appeal. So they're appealing based off of what he said, not what he did. That is a signal of weakness. They are afraid because they know their ban's unconstitutional and they found a judge that actually contradicted it. It's going to go on its way to the Supreme Court, in my opinion, but let's check it out. Let's continue. This is Newsom. We need to call this federal judge out, Newsom said. He will continue to do damage, mark my words. Do damage. And this is where it gets important, guys, because if the left felt that they were backed up by the Constitution and there was zero threat of their enforcements and their rules being overturned, why would they have to get that judge out? You see what I'm saying? They're showing and broadcasting fear in New York and Cali. But let's keep going to see what happened on the next part. Benitez issued an automatic 30-day stay of his ruling, acknowledging that the state would pursue the appeal that Newsom and Bonta vowed to file. The stakes of the case are extremely high given that it is likely to land before a U.S. Supreme Court with a 6-3 conservative majority. That could lead to an adverse ruling that sets a broader precedent, both nullifying California's ban and more broadly limiting gun restrictions. And that is it. The big thing that's happening across the country right now is honestly, the gun rights advocates have had enough and they are pushing hard and they're using the judicial system. Now, this takes time. But it's effective and it's working because it still goes to the Constitution. Even activist judges can be appealed and overruled because the system is heading to the very top, which is conservative at the Supreme Court level. The implications of both of these cases that I'm using as examples for you guys, the New York case, concealed carry, that will factor down across every state that has gun control. Chicago, Los Angeles, Oregon, Washington, D.C., New York, Connecticut. I mean, like literally all the gun control states will be affected by that ruling, and it will unravel gun control nationwide. What is happening at the Giffords.org, at the Everytown USA, what are they doing? They are trying to get nationwide rules in place at state levels, just like the NRA is defending at state levels and we are defending at state levels. This is what's happening. And now you have California afraid of the exact same thing. That's why they're attacking the verbiage of his ruling, not his ruling itself. See what I'm saying? Now this is the important part. If the ban challenge goes to Supreme Court, it's wholly unconstitutional. You can't ban a firearm. It's going to be now legal to do it in every state that also has AR bans. Chicago, New York, right? This unravels 20 to 30 years of work on the gun control lobby. This is a big deal, and that's why they're freaking out. But now, just to kind of drive my point home a little bit further, look what the Attorney General of California said about the exact same scenario in a tweet that he put out. Breaking. We've appealed the district court's decision that overturned California's decades-old assault weapons ban. Equating firearms that have been used in many of the deadliest mass shootings in this country with Swiss Army knives has no basis in fact or law. What's that have to do with anything? It has nothing to do with it. They are driving a narrative around the verbiage, not the actual action. Make it terrible, vilify it, and make it evil, because then it's not about the issue, it's about what he said. This is why they're afraid, and they are in full-on attack mode. And as this goes further, it's going to get even crazier. And the reason that I wanted to bring these things to you guys is I want to let you know from a perspective of where we were at 6 months ago, where I was the only one on this on the YouTube that was saying they're in a worse spot than they think they are. They might be posturing. It's possible. Here's what they can and can't do. Not tooting my own horn, just saying that's what's what happened. And now look where we've come because you guys are focused. You guys are motivated. 2022 is incredibly important, and you guys are going to show up and show out because I know you are, and I will be with you every single day because this fight is too important for us to roll over and give our hands up in the air. We're going to make some amazing impact. We are passing the Second Amendment along to the next generation, and we're going to do it proudly, and I am one hell of a proud American to be in this fight with you. Until tomorrow, let me know what you guys think. I'm Braden, signing out.